The first sale is always to yourself. I just told you about the deep dive I'm doing in California with my friend Daniel. If not one single person shows up, I'm going to get to race a Porsche on a track with one of my closest friends, and we're going to then spend 3 days talking about entrepreneurship. You don't have to be there. It's going to be amazing. One of the ways I invested my time, energy, and money last year was taking a Porsche out on the track. I had a coach, a driving coach. It didn't look like a traditional coach, but I got insights about how I show up in the world from how I drove a car on a track. And we're going to take you to a track. You don't need racing experience. You just need a driving license, but it's going to give you insights about how you show up. And the single biggest insight I've had from taking a racing car on a track is the very first thing that racing drivers are taught. Go slow to go smooth. Go smooth to go fast. Go slow to go smooth to go fast. They literally take the fastest cars on the planet and teach their drivers slow down to speed up. The lesson that's fundamental to everything I teach, the lesson I keep coming back to again and again and again. Raise your hand if you have a feeling that there's something icky about selling coaching, that it feels like some kind of pyramid scheme, that it's all about selling, there's nothing real behind it. Anyone have that feeling, that sense there's something behind it that they don't like? Even if it's that you just simply don't like selling coaching? Charmaine, thank you for being so honest. I love it. Yeah, a lot of us have that feeling. So you got to find a way to get past that for yourself. And here's how you do it. The first sale is always to yourself. I just told you about the deep dive I'm doing in California with my friend Daniel. If not one single person shows up, I'm going to get to race a Porsche on a track with one of my closest friends, and we're going to then spend 3 days talking about entrepreneurship. You don't have to be there. It's going to be amazing. Like, do you get the energy I have? I'm not trying to sell you. I'm sold. The sale has to happen on the inside first. That's how you sell something. You make the first sale. What I do before I sell anything is I write a love letter. I write a love letter. Eventually, a love letter might become a sales page, but it starts as a love letter. I'm in love with this program. I'm in love with all the things that I create. If I'm not, they don't sell. The first sale is always to yourself. The second thing is, the heart of the Prosperous Coach book is one idea. Stop trying to sell the concept of coaching and sell the experience of coaching. Stop selling the concept of coaching and sell the experience of coaching. So you don't need to pitch your coaching ever to these high net worth individuals. Get curious every time you spend time with them. Humor and curiosity are the two values that will help you the most in dating. And humor and curiosity are the two values that will help you the most in creating clients. Be with somebody and be genuinely curious about who they are. You know my favorite coaching question? Tell me your story. People always laugh. You say it at a party. Tell me your story. People laugh. What do you mean? From the beginning? I was a little baby? Yeah, from the beginning. Where'd you grow up? Where are your parents from? Where'd you go to university? What'd you study? What was your biggest struggle when you were 9 years old? What did you love to do when you were 10 years old? Tell me your story. Get genuinely curious about the person in front of you. At some point, not only will they tell their story to you, they'll say, wow, you ask amazing questions. Why are you so curious? You say, I can't help it. This is what I do. I'm in the game of personal growth and professional development. I'm a coach, and I'm insanely curious about the people I spend time with. That's how you sell to whoever you're with. You get curious and you serve them. At some point they say, well, how do I learn more about this? Well, would you like an experience of this? And you give them an experience. Steve asked me this question. Rich, the approach you teach around coaching via referral and invitation only is appealing to me because it feels less overwhelming. That's why Steve and I wrote that book. It's an old-fashioned approach. Connect with people. have conversations with people, create value for people, serve people. And then don't be afraid to sell, but sell by serving. But then he goes on to say, however, I see you creating courses, community, mastermind, blog posts, YouTube videos, and other content. It's confusing because these seems to be the things that work today. However, your book suggests you don't need any of it. How do you reconcile the different approaches? What do you recommend? I'll answer that question. The irony of writing a book 10 years ago about how to build a business one relationship at a time is in the world of coaching, I became pretty famous. And so I got stopped in a car wash yesterday by someone who came over to me and said, "Are you Rich Litvin?" Last summer I was in the Eiffel Tower and someone came up to me and said, "Are you Rich Litvin?" So I've become known in this world of coaching. And I got tired about 3 or 4 years ago of watching people who were not coaches teaching coaches how to build a business. Most of them are teaching you have to do internet marketing to get clients. You have to do SEO to get clients. You have to be on social media to get clients. Look, you can do that stuff. You just don't have to. And I didn't do it for almost 15 years. So be cautious about what I'm doing now, where I'm at the other side of looking at, I want to make a bigger impact in this coaching world. I love that 400 people are on this Zoom call right now, and I'm here for you. But I want to make an impact that goes out wider, which is why I'm willing to create all this material online. And I've been doing it, by the way, for over 15 years. I've written over 1 million words online. So when do you start that stuff? You can start it now. But know that most of you aren't going to get clients from a YouTube video or a social media post or an article or a podcast tomorrow. If you want to get clients in the next month, get out there and serve people, create value for people. Hey, thanks for listening. Before you go, I've got over a decade's worth of tools and ideas to help you drastically increase your income and your impact as a coach over at richlitvin.com. And hit the subscribe button, because when you do, you'll automatically get notified every time I release a new podcast episode. See you next time.